excited for this one, especially.
It's promising to be an exciting game here today. I hear you, Ongs. Michael Erlang gets the breakthrough in the first over. Easy cotton ball there.
Phandle kwamathandabuzo Michael Erlang bamba kakuhle lo bhola umkile captain angiyango captain qala kakubi kakhulu ke iqela le Northern Cape Heat lo mdlalo omkhulu kangaka.
Michael Erlang not letting the pressure of bowling the first over get to him. Tidy start from Erlang.
Sike sijonge ke mntungu lo mfana kwaMahlangu ubuza siphathela ntoni namhlanje. Indoda ke noko ke thenjiweyo kweliqela le Northern Cape Heat.
Yeah, you'd expect that. Him coming in at 3 has to stabilize the innings now with the loss of the first wicket.
Wena ndibalulekileyo ke for eliqela le Northern Cape Heat kuqinisekisa into yokubana abazophinde baluze ethinti kule powerplay yokuqala. Balekile kakhulu ke xa uqhoka kuqala uqinisekisa into yokubana aniphusulukane nothinti abaninzi ngoba kaloku maninzi amathuba okwenza imitsi kule powerplay yokuqala. Sibona uMahlangu uzasiphathela ntoni. Mdlalo wokuqala wemidlalo emibini esizaba nayo namhlanje apha eMonti. Cofela kakuhle uMahlangu. Over yokuqala.
The pitch works and the dynamics of everything here at Buffalo Park.
Sibone umfana kaKeith Dajon uzasiphathela ntoni namhlanje. Khumbule ke lo mfana abekhe wafumana noko umdlalo omnye okanye emibini kwi-nights kwi-4 day series kule season iphelileyo. So yindoda noko Ellen Donald ayibonileyo into yokubana ininzi talent apha. Masibone.
Sneaky first single there. And the Northern Cape Heat are off the mark.
Njengoba bensitsho wena mntungu into yokubana ikhona ibonileyo Ellen Donald apha kuba ukhumbule into yokuba Ellen Donald bekula team ye night kule season iphelileyo. Ebenguye umqeqeshi pha. Xa ezawuthatha indoda esePietermaritzburg ayisengapha phezulu thetha ukuba ikhona ininzi into ayibonayo kulo mfana.
Moving all the way from Durban, from PMB in KZN. It will be interesting to know, Ongs, whether the Northern Cape Heat will go into a consolidation mode or if they're going to try and keep attacking since it is the first power play.
Yona nto ibalulekileyo kukufumana laa nto xa kurhanukwayo kuthiwa yibalance. Balance kakuhle ii-innings zakho xa niqhoka.
Yeah, like you said, Ongs, it will be very important for the Northern Cape Heat to make sure that they don't lose any more wickets in the first.
Lo bhola mfana wakwaKhem.
So Stephen Tate, a man with a point to prove.
Injalo mndungu. Injalo mndungu. Qinisekile into yokubana umqeqeshi weli qela le-Tuskers ulindele lukhulu kumfana ofana no-Stephen Tate. Ngoba kaloku usuka kulaa division 1. Ayibhole la bhola kuthiwa ngumshoto xa ibizwa. No-Stephen Tate naye akakenzi njalo kwangoku.
Well played. Well played there from Kim. Just waited for the ball there. Played it behind square.
Dlale kakuhle kakhulu umfana kaKhem la bhola. Kubalekile into yokuba xa ibowula le inesasantya usebenzise sasantya sayo akho sidingo samandla.
Next it. Fortunate boundary there for Kim. Seemed like he got beaten by the pace there. Next it down to third man.
Benethamsanqa kakhulu umfana kaKhem. Awuyazisa. Hayi no kuyazizisa. Umfana
Seemed to be
kaStephen
getting
Tate.
himself in there. Stephen Tate. Keith Dudgeon carrying on from the Buffalo Park Drive end. Because that also might be playing in the minds of the Northern Cape Heat. Malcolm Nofalo Nkabi. Ulunga macala. Uyayitsweba noko. Uyalithanda nophini. Sike sibone busiphathele ntoni namhlanje. Idlale kakuhle apho Mahlangu la bhola. Sebenzile lamcholi we-Tuskers bebezawubaleka imitsi emibini phaya wakhawuleza wafika ebholeni wajika wayigibisela.
Interesting tactics here from the Tuskers. They got a man at long on and one at cow corner. Exactly for that type of shot. But this time around it goes for 4.
Dlale kakuhle noko yangathi leqe ebhokisini. Kazange azochitha ixesha lo mfana. Uyilindile la bhola kayidlala ngaphambili kakhulu komzimba ukwenzele angayisi pha enkomeni.
Good start here by Monsemi.
That shot immediately yields a fielding change from the Tuskers.
Xinizelelo lento ifunekayo lo xinizelelo. Qinisekisa amadoda eNorthern Cape ukubana ukapteni weTuskers indoda ehleli ezinzwaneni zayo.
Munsami is making his intentions quite clear early on here.
Xa isendaweni yakho ndoda uyayazi ba isendaweni yakho. Sika lo bhola umtsi mnye.
Good outfield this from Buffalo Park.
Yabonakala kodwa babekunethe kakhulu kule veki phele. sebenza kodwa la madoda asebenza apho groundsman. Qinisekisa into yokubana siba nomdlalo namhlanje.
Ashley Nell, the head groundsman here at Buffalo Park, did a good job with his staff.
Change end umfana ka Stefan Tate.
Buffalo Park drive in.
Change end lo mfana ka Stefan Tate. Uza eBuffalo Park drive end. Sibona ba mhlambi izamphathela ntoni le end. Ngathi yanyuka noko iqhina kule end akuyi.
It's interesting to know if that's why he changed. Maybe he wants to be bowling uphill.
Ke ndabona nakule season iphelileyo kuba uSinathemba qeshile umsebenzi enjani kule tumente ye CSA T20 challenge ibingo February Gqeberha. Ebemsebenzisa apha Park Drive end eSt George's Park.
Is it similar to this one?
Yiyo ngqo bhuti.
That ball there perhaps wasn't as quick as Munsami expected it to be.
Amaqhingu shana ku Stefan Tate unamaqhingu Stefan Tate sininzi ezabhola nazo.
It's quite rare to see a fast bowler bowling with so many variations. You usually see it from the medium paces. Mahlangu Nkabi khangeleke tsala nzima noko ufumana imitsi. Imitsi mine kubhola rezi lishumi elinesibini.
Very sharp in the field, eh? The Tuskers making sure that the non-striker stays in his crease. He has to stay behind that line.
Quite shaky times in cricket when it comes to that.
Wenzani amangesi mndungu.
Teams are trying to find even the most little things to help them win. Trying to find an edge against everyone else. Mahlang was on 4 of 13 balls, yeah? Seems like a clear plan from the Tuskers. I haven't watched much of him play, but it's quite clear that he's an offside player because they've been bowling straight. They've been bowling to his body, and they only have one fielder in the circle on the leg side, struggling to get those balls away.
Naye lo mfana kaMahlangu udlala click game yabo efunwa ziTuskers. Bonakala into yokubana iTuskers zizimisele zimqaphele into yokubana kaMhlanga apha emlenzini.
They studied him, yes. And that's the end of the first power play as well.
Ezandleni uMunsami umkile uMunsami olwaqinizelelo alifumanayo uMahlangu lulo olusulibonayo apha kuMunsami.
That's exactly what happened there, Ongs. Munsami could see that his partner from the non-strikers end had been struggling, felt the pressure, thought he should take the game on. It's a brilliant start to the game this by the AET Tuskers.
Qweqwedisi Tuskers, qweqwedisi Tuskers. Buye ukhumbule ukubaleka le season wena Mndungu. Baleke kakhulu le season ngokuba amadoda enze kahle kule season ayanyuka yaje ku Division 1. Grant Morgan iqinisekile into yokubana engumqeqeshi weTuskers nje ngoyena myalezo manje bakhumbuza wona into yokubana madoda asiphelelanga apha kulo Division 2 funeke sinyukile.
The Tuskers, quite clearly one of the favourites to go up, trying to stamp their authority here at Buffalo Park. Brilliant start.
Ndote namava Grant Thompson thatha igadi sibone ukubana uzawumenza njani lithini icebo lakhe njengokuba esenza kakuhle kangaka nje lo mfana kaMalcolm Nofala. Nango namava benthetha ngawo fika nje wicketini qinisekisa into yobana amandambe ndohlala ngapha yakwa non striker.
Pressure right back on Mahlangu here.
Sokola le ndoda uMahlangu. Andiyani noba mhlambi icebo into yokubana manhlale ndimgcine lo thinti.
Quite clearly looking to play on the offside there, Mahlangu. Something is going to have to do a bit more now. Opening up the stumps. Trying to force the ball into the offside. No intentions to play on the leg.
Sisixhenxe sidlulileyo. Imitsi ebhodini ngama-28 bathathu thinta abawileyo. Phelile powerplay. Awubanzima kakhulu ke ngoku ukufumana eza boundaries.
It'll be interesting to know what the chat in the middle is between Thompson and Mahlangu.
Qinisekile ukuba uThompson uzazixelela into yokubana mayibe nguye othatha uxanduva. Thwale Northern Cape emagxeni akhe. Ndoda namava suka kweTitans engukapteni wazo.
An experienced campaigner, Grant Thompson.
Ndoda sekhaya alindile Mhletywa. Bathi ngufile xa bembiza. Masibone kuba uzazinanazelisa na Ellen. Naye ke yindoda athe uRobin Peterson ekuyiboneni kwakhe waqonda into yokubana ikamva likhona kulomfana.
Alindile Mhletywa comes from a sporting family.
Clear shot.
Hey.
Clear shot. Akho santya pha. Buya nje umva kakuhle lahla iphini.
First sign of aggression there from Mahlangu. He's been in the crease for 18 balls. Played that shot with so much authority.
Fikile ixesha.
Perhaps the arrival of Grant Thompson. Perhaps the arrival of Grant Thompson will aid Mahlangu. Someone with a clear plan.
Nansi alancoko ubuyibuza. phakathi kwabo bobabini sesiqala ubona impawu zayo ngoku xelelo Thompson ukuba ndoda xa isendaweni yakho qinisekisa into yobana ngamanqine enkomo okanye izimbondo zenkomo xesha lemkile risky run there.
Thompson had given up there. Shades of Herschel Gibbs.
Yambuza wenzani indoda yini utatazela kawuphole.
Mahlangu wants to get his run rate up there. Wants to get his strike rate up and the team's run rate going. 34 after 7 overs. It's not a flattering score, that.
White ball from Alindile Mhlejwa. An attempted slower ball. Execution was not spot on there from Alindile. Very difficult to execute those ones properly, eh?
Slow Yorkers.
Protection there on the boundary means such a beautiful shot goes for only for a single run.
Alindile Mhlejwa ngamnandi uyazi ukuba ingaba yena icebo lakhe xa ezongena emveni kwemijikelo esixhenxe eseyityhaliwe ukuba ingaba icebo lakhe ukuqhubekeka egcina imitsi esezantsi okanye uzama ukhangela uthinti.
That's a boundary there from Mahlangu.
Uthanda uxeka kulo mjikelo wakhe Alindile Mhlejwa. Uzawufuneka ayilungisile loo nto uNkabe xa ephinde ebuya. Uyawathenjwa nebhola. Noko kuzofuneka ayilungisile. Ebebhola apha naphaya.
All that pressure that was built there by Malcolm Norfolk, Cam and Dajon, Stephen Tate as well, was undone in that over by Alindile Mhlejwa. Can be very important for him when he comes back. It keeps things quiet. He uses the pace of the spinner and get that ball between the wicket keeper and the man at 45.
Fana kwamfoza nesihlwethe enhloko. Uzotshintsha isantya nje ebholeni. Umfana kaMhletywa bathi bazampha nje ikhefu. Sibone umfoza. uzoyitsweba nje inxele.
Tucked away for a single by Mahlangu. As I was saying, Grant Thompson seems to be more of an attacker in this partnership. And Mahlangu is just accumulating runs there, making sure that he gives Grant Thompson as much strike as possible. Good strategy in T20 cricket.
Thompson there, not willing to fall for the trap, because the AET Tuskers have got so many fielders down in the boundary, in the leg side. It seems like the change bowlers after the power play are not watching the first 6 overs, because Mahlangu has been giving a lot of room on the offside.
Chayela kakuhle lo bhola fana ka Thompson umtsi mnye khona indoda boundary kwa square leg.
Should be trying to keep it tight there on Mahlangu's legs.
Angomnye umtsi kaMahlangu baleka kakhulu lamadoda.
Mahlangu seems to have his iron now properly, can play.
Sakhangela man umfozo, sakhangela la line la length sayikhangela. Kayifumani kakuhle. Kodwa kho monakalo omkhulu noko.
He's got the protection there on the boundary, creating that angle there. Grant Thompson powerfully hit.
Manqine ngomo fana ka Thompson. Betha kakuhle lo bhola nangona kukho indoda kwa longone boundary. Betha lo bhola ngamandla ayofika eboundary fana ka Thompson.
Grant Thompson showing all his experience here. Came in with his team in big trouble, lifting them up.
Lando besithetha mndungu into yokubana eyona nto idingayo iNorthern Cape into yokuba mabakhe bayakha bobabini fana kaMahlangu no Thompson. Qhuba kakuhle le partnership yabo bobabini. Balekile ke into yokuba baqhubekeke.
Partnership going along nicely here. 36. Majority of those runs have come from the bat of Grant Thompson, but Mahlangu has been assisting him quite nicely, playing his role quite nicely here.
Sike sibone umfana ka Andile Mokgakane. Buyisela kwakuye fana kaMahlangu. Fumana umtsomnye. Khuchiwe ulongof. Semalaphini. Ezininzi eza all round apha eDurban. Bakla KZN zininzi eza all round. Andile phehla kwayo. Mokgakane Simelane.
Strays there. Mokgakane.
Anza bhola ngasantya sinye. Butile esiya. Slower ball. Fana ka Mokgakane.
And that's the danger of bowling with so many variations. Sometimes when you listen to the seasoned pros and they tell you that sometimes they aren't even sure which slow ball they're going to go with until they reach their gather. Missed out there. Missed out there, Mahlangu. If you timed that a bit more, would have gone between extra cover and deep cover.
Sikhulu isikhewu ziba. Sikhulu isikhewu ziba. Sika kakuhle lo bhola uMahlangu. Kodwa ukhona umfana kaTien kukamori kwa point.
Missed out again there, Mahlangu. If he played it just slightly later.
Azizozo kokoko zabhola tu.
So
Xa zifikile ufuna ukuzibeka eboundary ni.
yazazi naye uMogakane usindile pa. Akasukanga egadeni futhi lo Mogakane. It's very important for Grant Thompson to not lose his wicket here for the Northern Cape Heat. At the moment, they're just going just above a runner ball.
Inoma bazicalele into yokubana wena Mndungwa bazawusebenzisa eza overs zokugqibela. Fana kaMfoza. Over yakhe yesibini umfana kaMfoza. Khawulela kakuhle mfana kaThompson. Kodwa uzafumana umtsomnye pha. Ngoba ukhona uAndile Mogakane emalaphini kwaLongona. Saqhuba kakuhle Mfoza. Noko.
Straight through him. It's a plan that's been working for the Tuskers the whole day. Mahlangu always been uncomfortable with the ball coming straight.
Jikile la bhola naye wena Mndungwa. Bowle kakuhle kakhulu umfana kaMfoza. Thatha line le ka middle stump, leg stump. Ayijika yahamba yobetha off stump. Bowle kakuhle kakhulu umfana kaMfoza la bhola nalo laqinizelelo. Mfana kaMahlangu uphulukana nothinti wakhe.
Oh, that would
Zibe iTuskers zimdinga. Xofele le ndoda. Yawutyhafa ke luhlobo enze ngalo namhlanje mfana kaMahlangu. Kweqwedisa iTuskers. Ngamashumi anesixhenxe nanye bane othinti.
the spin bowlers, even in the second game, will be looking at that and licking their lips. The likes of Jade de Klerk for the Eastern Cape Inyati. Seeing that turn there from Forza. That was well bowled.
That was very well bowled.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll get to it. Yeah. It's a bit different from netball.
Northern Cape Heat have to rebuild again. Actually, let me ask you that, Hans. Are they going to rebuild, try to start another partnership, or is Grant Thompson just going to carry on where he was before Mahlangu left him?
Nansi impendulo yakho wena Mndungwa. Qinisekile into yokubana lo mfana kaFillion uzawuthatha olwaxanduva ebenalo Mahlangu lokubana makaqinisekise into yokuba uGrant Thompson banguye umuntu ojongana nebhola ixesha elininzi ngoba yena kaloku lamava wakhe ayasebenza kakhulu ayamsebenzela kakhulu umfana kaGrant Thompson.
Viljoen will be trying to play the same role as Mahlangu had before him, hoping to do it at a better strike rate. Ghana. Yeah, it's quite clear. The plan from Thompson hasn't changed. He's told for Johan to just give him the strike.
Sapha kum zawenza lo msebenzi. Dlala yedwa mfana kaViljoen. Bowla kakuhle kakhulu mfana kaAndile Mochakane.
Do you reckon that taking that kind of responsibility from Grant Thompson, do you reckon that taking that kind of responsibility is down to how much experience you have or just how much you want it? Or do you want it with the experience? Because we saw in the game last week between the Eastern Cape Inyati and the Badgers. And the game went to a super over. You had Bashir Walters there, who had just bowled a brilliant 19th or 20th over. But he wasn't the one bowling the super over. It was Herschel America, and he seemed to have the pressure got to him. Oh, I dived too early. It's a great shot there. Great shot there from Viljoen. Clipped it nicely. I was looking at the replay.
Buye ukhumbule wena Mntungwa into yokuba mfana kaHerschel America qhubeka kuhle kakhulu kule season ipheleleyo kule tumente. Qinisekile into yokubana captain weBadgers bingesinye sesizathu sakhe eso sokuba makanike uHerschel America la bhola. Kodwa ke kule ipartnership phakathi kwabaqhoki babini Grant Thompson unamava ayamava kuphela kodwa ke igame yakhe yamvumela man. Cofela fana kaViljoen. Bowle kahle kakhulu Andile Mochakane la bhola. Buye kakhulu. Buye kakuhle kakhulu emveni kokuba evusile pha fana kaMahlukane.
He sounds soft. Someone else in the room outside there should speak up in the show.
Nqongo. Suke emakini fana kaThompson. Foza over yakhe yesithathu. Saqhuba kakuhle noko. Fumelela thinta umkhulu kaMahlangu. Phula phakathi la partnership bebeyakha. Sindile. Grant Thompson.
Brilliant fielding there from Forza off his own bowling. I know bowlers take pride in that. Been playing well, Grant Thompson. Not really wasting any deliveries. If he faces 2 balls in a row, it's because he's hit a boundary the ball before. Rotates the strike again effortlessly. The 2 Tuskers bowlers, Mukhakane and Mforza, doing a tidy job here in the middle overs.
Bowla kahle kakhulu lamadoda amabini. Qinisekisa into yokuba imitha izilula tu. Yambona naye mfana kaFillion into yokubana funeka aze namanye amaqhinga. Qala ukumkhawulela. Yabona ukuba nihleli apha asinoba namithi mininzi emveni kwe-20 overs yethu.
Yeah, you're right. He's definitely not using the same tactics as Mahlangu, coming down the pitch a bit more, trusting himself to get to the pitch of the ball, playing it down the ground. They're just waiting for the bad ball here. Haven't been taking any risks.
You're gonna switch
Ngowasemndungwa. Cephuza lo bhola fana kaFillion. Manqine Nkomo. And I'm joined by Douglas. How are you, Douglas?
Yeah, Ngama, not too bad, not too bad. Really happy to be here today. And really enjoying the cricket so far. Really impressed by the Xhosa feed that's been coming through so far today. It's been really exciting to listen to.
Bambe ngazandla zozibini mfana kaDouglas. Thank you very much.
Oh man. Yeah, so it does look like the Tuskers have the upper hand at this stage, and they really have been in the driving seat since the early overs, having a heat down at 26 for 3. And just that partnership to rebuild, but you'll feel a lot of the onus is on Grant Thompson's shoulders to see this innings through.
Nyansile, Douglas, those early wickets up front from Ilang, from Keith Dajion, those were very, very crucial for the Tuskers.
This one, there's been a wild waft at that. He's missed it. And Tuskers coming off a weekend of fixtures last weekend, and really proving that their bowling lineup is really strong. They were really consistent throughout. Their quicks in Tate and Dudgeon really consistent. The spinners did their job. So this bowling lineup of the Tuskers lineup is really good.
Very good indeed, Douglas. And they haven't even bowled T and Kukamuri yet.
I don't actually believe he'll be getting any overs if I'm not mistaken. At this stage, the bowlers have done the job. Why would you change a winning formula?
I want to see if they're going to bring Michael Ilang back. Did a very good job up front, opening the bowling. Got that crucial wicket of Kem there in that first over.
I think it's always a bit of a risk to bring on the spinners at the death overs. Batters tend to take a liking to it. just bowled there on a full toss. It's timed out really nicely to the middle fielder, the long off fielder.
As big a responsibility as it is that Grant Thompson has on his shoulders, it's exactly the type of situation that a player of his caliber wants.
Oh, he's had a huge swing at that one and he's missed it. There's definitely no hiding his intentions here. And I mean, Grant Thompson is a very experienced campaigner. He's played a lot of cricket. Recently also being at the Titans and an integral part of their batting lineup. So that's why I do believe there's a lot of responsibility now and capability as well. He's really a decent man with a bat. 15 overs gone, 87 for 4. It's really not looking good for the Heat, going at less than a run a ball. These last 5 overs, they'll be pushing for a target of at least 140, 150, and Mforza now coming back into the attack.
Ulega kuhle kakhulu umfana kaMfoza lo bhola. He's kept them quiet throughout his spell, Mfoza.
Yeah, Mforza. He's dished that one up a little shorter. It's been cut out into the deep just for the single. Yeah, Mfoza only going for 18 in his 3.2 overs so far, taking that crucial wicket as well. And just keeping things tight. It's that call for spin in the death overs that we were talking about now. Thompson coming down the track. Brilliant fielding once again off his own bowling. He's been really active as a fielder, saying these guys are not going to score runs off my bowling.
And we're playing at the Coastals.
Oh, he's backed away and just driven that down the ground. There is cover though. Tuskers won't mind this at this stage. Rotation of strike, just the singles. It's no real damage being done. It's when the boundaries start leaking that they'll start to worry.
Yansile Douglas ina nifuna uyibona mna. Nalo laqinizelelo. Thatha iminqongo ngoku obonayo into yokubana iriski kakhulu. Mfoza doing a really good job here, keeping them quiet. Bowling really good lines, but that one was smashed away for a boundary.
Oh, as we were talking about it, over had only gone for 3 runs so far. Thompson just backing away, giving himself room and driving it through the offside. It's a fantastic stroke. Exactly what Northern Cape Heat needed to round off that over. Mfoza after his 4 overs, going for 23 runs and taking 1 wicket. Really holding up an end there.
Bowleka kuhle kakhulu Mfoza. Suku lakhe beluluhle kakhulu namhlanje. Qinisekisa into yokubana la madoda eNorthern Cape Heat awafumani mitsi. Playing at the Coastals, you know that the wicket is not going to be very easy to bat on. Spinners usually do very well in the coastal wickets. Nonetheless, you still need to execute.
Oh, execution so important. You can have a plan, but it means absolutely nothing if you can't follow through on it. There is a change in bowling now with 4 overs to bowl. Looks like the quick in Alindile Nhletwa coming back into the attack. That is absolutely crushed. Brilliant stroke down the ground, timing to absolute perfection.
Betheka kuhle kakhulu umfana kaFillion lo bhola. eqala nje ubuya umfana kaMhletywa dityaniswa nezembe ngumfana kaFillion betha kakuhle kakhulu lo bhola umfana kaFillion.
Yeah, Falloon not holding back on that, launching into that first delivery of the over, bringing up 100 runs for Northern Cape Heat. A little bit later than they would have liked, but is this the kickstart they needed? Immediately looks like pressure's been put back on the bowler. He went for 12 in his first over, very expensive first over in the context of the game.
It looks like they've taken a liking at Alindile. They've made that decision that this is the guy that we're going to go after.
This time moving right across his stumps, leaving all three stumps exposed. Just trying to work it into the leg side.
Yamazi into yokubana uzayibhola kude ezintini zakhe. Yambona umfana kaFillion uba yindoda ematasa. Ayipholanga. Indoda amacebo.
This one's also been crunched into the leg side. Really well timed by Grant Thompson. And that is the second boundary of the over. As you said, they're taking a liking to him.
Inizelelo lokuye umfana kaMhletywa. Ilando kuthiwa ipayi leya ayibholileyo. Qinisekile naye ke umfana kaThompson uba uyibeka emalaphini. Manqine enkomo. Likhulu nasithandathu. Bane othinti.
This one being pushed out into the offside just for the single. Over's already gone for 13. One ball remaining in the over.
One of the reasons that Alindile is having a tough time here is that he's not bowling according to his plan. He's not bowling to his field at all.
Yeah, once again, it's that execution. Seems to be set up for that wide Yorker length. And
It's just not coming off.
this one in the arc, and he's gone down to car corner. Brilliant stroke once again.
Dibanisa nezembe kakhona mfana kaMhletywa. Yaqala igame ke ngoku. Yaqala igame ke ngoku. Mfana beNorthern Cape bazixelele into yokubana sizamfaka izembe mfana kaMhletywa. Dlale kakuhle kakhulu la bhola. Pondo zenkomo ngapha kwamalaphu. Bidingeka ke le yenziwayo ngabafana beNorthern Cape Heat. Baqalanga kakuhle kakhulu lo mdlalo. Yeah, not a good day today for Alindile.
Oh, he's already gone for 31, and I apologize, I made a mistake. There's still another delivery in the over. It's looking destructive at this stage. And yeah, Northern Cape Heat, it's exactly what the doctor ordered. And that is the exact delivery that he's got his field set to. Unfortunately, the damage being done already. 19 runs off that over. It's a much needed over for the Northern Cape Heat. 3 overs remaining, 18 deliveries, 113 for 4.
Sibone ke lamadoda eNorthern Cape Heat ukuba azawuqhubekeka na nohlobo badlale ngalo kule over kaMhletywa. Given how Mfoza, Mukhakane and the other bowlers bowled so well, they really didn't need an over like that from Alindile. And Alindile plays such a huge role as a frontline all-rounder for the team.
Yeah, I must say it's obviously not ideal considering the pressure that they had built up, but at this level, it's almost inevitable that you will have 1 or 2 big overs, expensive overs. You cannot be perfect 20 overs in a game.
A 4-day game for the Knights last season, while Alan Donald was head coach at the Knights at the time. There's something that he saw from this guy.
And I mean, Alan Donald, not a bad name to pick out a player.
Absolutely.
This time, mistimed once again. Dudgeon on the money. This partnership has also, it's been quite a key element of this the score set that Heat are putting together. It's on 44 in next to no time, and a lot obviously goes down to that previous over that was punished. But these two setting the Heat up.
They're gonna get a single from that pull shot. What I would like to see from this partnership is for them to make sure that they go through to the end of the innings. That's the only way that I see them actually capitalizing from the sort of rebuild that they've made, these two. It's going to be very important for them to make sure that they stay in the crease until the end.
This one just worked into the leg side for a single. 100% agree with you. We've seen that both of these guys are more than capable of hitting the big shots. But they do have to contest with a Keith Dudgeon that's in real good form at the moment. So it's going to be an interesting matchup. I think it's set up these final, 13 deliveries really, really well.
Ule kahle lo bhola umfana kaKeith Dudgeon. Kuba kakuhle kakhulu. Qinisekise into yokubana la momentum bebayibuilda Grant Thompson no Phil Yoon buqhawula phakathi.
Yeah, well, cricket is a game of momentum, and we saw the Heat have started to build momentum since the 8th or 9th over, but now 1 or 2 really tight overs towards the death. That momentum carries on into the second innings, so these final 12 deliveries really, really important. Keith Dudgeon only conceding 5 runs in the third last over. It's excellent over. It does look like his pace partner Tate coming into bowl the penultimate over also been really good so far.
Sibona umfana kaStefan Tate ukuba uzazama amaqhinga athini na over yakhe yokugqibela namhlanje. Bowler kwi-stage segame esenzima kakhulu. It's not easy bowling at the death at all in T20 cricket.
Well, it's an art. They say that death bowling is an art form. This one's been crunched down the ground. Fielder just stares as it flies over his head. And that is also
Betha kakuhle kakhulu umfana kaThompson lo bhola. Qinisekise into yokubana esascoreboard siyashukuma, asimanga ndawoninye tu. Qala kakubi umfana kaStefan Tate le over.
And that strike also bringing up the 50 partnership between these two. That's been brilliant so far. This time walking across his stumps, missing out. Was probably going to be a wide if he'd stayed in play.
Absolutely. Under pressure, straight up. Stefan Tate. Be interesting to see how he bounces back from that first delivery.
Grant Thompson now 1 strike away from that half century. It's brilliantly hit once again, unfortunately straight to the fielder. Again, Tuskers won't mind the singles at this stage as long as it's not travelling to the boundary.
Nyansile wena Douglas into yokuba Tuskers into ezifunayo zona kukuqinisekisa into yokuba la madoda amabini awenzi damage enkulu. Sibone uphil unasiphathela ntoni.
This time swung it out into, or he attempted to hit it out into the leg side, not connecting, and coming off his leg for a leg bye.
Most importantly, Grant Thompson is on strike.
Don't take anything away from Falun, that can also hit a ball, but I agree. This one cracked into the offside, straight through, and brilliant execution, and that will also be Grant Thompson's 50, moving to 51 of 34 deliveries. Death, he's managed to accelerate. Brilliant knock so far.
Galamava besithetha ngawo, the experience.
They do come back for a second on the fumble. That's not ideal. 3 runs at this point. Tuskers just slightly loosening their grip on this game with 1 over remaining. 130.
John has the ball in hand. There's going to be absolutely no let off in this over.
Just having a look at the field sets at this stage. It's a very leg side heavy field in terms of boundary riders, but there are no boundary riders behind square. So also lending its hand, or one would believe that the slower paced deliveries are coming, but see what happens. This one being swung out to the cow corner boundary. They do look for a second, but deciding against it.
Hle kakhulu le fielding ibekwe apha ngukapteni weTuskers ukuqinisekisa into yokubana la madoda amabini awazifumana eza boundary.
On the money once again from Dudgeon, finding the fielder, just 2 singles to start the over. We've seen a lot of scoops and ramps throughout the tournament. Is the doctor calling for it at this stage?
Clearly they have to do something different against Keith.
And as we talked about it, there it goes. Fielders up in the circle. It's brilliantly executed from Anu Falyun. And a much needed boundary in this final over. Every run counting. We saw that there was a super over here last weekend in the group stages. And now it's knockout time, it's crunch time. Every run counts.
Sike sijonge umfana kaFilun buza uqhubekeka na eliqhinga lakhe. Dlala straight lo bhola. Baleka kakhulu la madoda. Fumana isibini ngokulula nje. Ngokulula nje.
Yeah, just missed timing that one, allowing them to come through for a second. If it hit that as well as he wanted, mind you, then it would have probably cleared the fielder, but just missed timing it and allowing them to come through for a second. They've reached 140, which you would think is
Khawulela kakhona umfana kaFilun. Nabo bazama kwakhona bamfumana lothu. Mfana kaMalcolm Nofal. The pressure is getting to him.
Well, it does look like Heat have transferred some sort of pressure onto the Tuskers, who were cruising at one stage. As mentioned, they were on 26 for 3, and now having only lost 1 wicket for the rest of the innings, sitting on 142 with 1 ball remaining. Batters getting into the middle, just What do you think he's saying? We run no matter what.
Just hit it out of the park, mate.
If only it was that easy. Oh, he's gone for it once again. Is this? Oh, fielder has collected it.
Bamba kakuhle mfana ka Stephen Tate uqinisekisa into yobana bafumani nomtsi omnye. Sebenzile mfana Tuskers. Kodwa ke qinisekile into yobana abanokuxola ngohlobo abayigqibezele ngayo le game. Njengoba usitsho nawe Douglas into yobana bebeka iposition enhle kakhulu uqala kwegame 26-3. Baphulukene nayo le game. Bafana beTuskers. Sebenzile madoda efana eNorthern Cape Heat ukuze yofikelela kulo 142. Sibone ke into bana abafana beTuskers bazawukwazi na ukuyenza la mitsi. Sebenzile kakhulu umfana kaGrant Thompson uqinisekisa into yokubana akaphulukani nothinti wakhe. Thatha lonke uxanduva walibeka emagxeni, thatha yonke itimu wayibeka emagxeni umfana kaGrant Thompson. Lento besilindele kakade kuye mfana kaThompson. How crucial was that innings from Grant Thompson for the Heat to get to such a respectable score from 26-3?
Well, I mean, a really important knock from his side, and you know, it's put up a competitive total. Just showing his experience, showing that experienced head that he has. Take nothing away from his batting partners. I mean, Phil Yoon just losing his wicket on the final ball, getting 39 of 30 deliveries. That's also a pivotal partnership because Grant Thompson couldn't have done it alone. So I've really been impressed by the recovery, and it was much needed by Northern Cape to make this a competitive game. But yeah, Grant Thompson showing his experience. Great to watch. And ladies and gentlemen, that brings to an end the first innings of this first semi-final in the CSA Div 2 knockout competition. Northern Cape Heat have scored 124 for 5 in their 20 overs, and it will be a target of 143 for the AET Tuskers. Stay tuned.
Sibone ke uba bafana beTuskers bazakwazi na unyuka le ndaba. Hlala nathi ke ngoba silindele second innings khona ke nomdlalo weNyathi neSA under 19 emveni kwalo. Ayazi kuba ngumdlalo lowo ojongwe ngamehla bomvu. Bambe ngazandla zozibini sawubuya nayo lo mdlalo kwi second innings.
And welcome back to the second innings of this CSA Div 2 T20 knockout competition. It is time for the Tuskers to go in with a bat and chasing a target of 143. We'll be looking to put the onus on a Northern Cape Heat side which recovered really well in their batting innings to set a score that's highly defendable. And in knockout situations, any score is defendable. Scoreboard pressure is a real thing, so the runs that they scored at the latter end of the innings were absolutely vital. Gengesi with me in the commentary box. What are your thoughts on that first innings?
Oh, Doug, thank you. Nice to be here at Buffalo Park for the start of the second innings. The Tuskers did very well with their bowling in the first 15 overs. Seemed like some of the bowlers there lost a bit of their concentration towards the back end of the innings. Slight lapses in the fielding there. But the Northern Cape Heat will have been very happy with their work. Now the Tuskers will want to make sure that they don't start the same way that the Northern Cape Heat did. Good start there from the left armour. Like I said before, the Tuskers will want to make sure that their batting doesn't start off the same way that the Northern Cape Heats did.
Well, with Erlang and Kumalo at the crease, those two real capable batters. This one being worked into the leg side off his hip and getting off the mark immediately. It's Van Rensburg that's opening the bowling, speedster, and he's just looking to get the heat off to a good start from his side.
The left arm of Van Rensburg did pretty well last week. Good first run there for Kumalo.
Yeah, these two really quick between the wickets and not shy to challenge the fielder. And you would believe that it's going to be a vital part of this innings, the rotation of strike. It's a real quick outfield, despite all the rain that's been around the previous few weeks. Once again, just
Messing up his over there. Who's that?
does seem to be leg byes that were given. So still looking for that first boundary off the bat. New bowler into the attack, Thando Ntuli. And coming in round the wicket to Erlang. Erlang also a real capable batter, scoring quite a few runs in the group stages of this tournament. The Tuskers in general, again, quite consistent with their batting. And Ntuli will be coming in looking to at least stem the flow of runs, if not take a few early wickets.
Balanced field here for Thando Ntuli. Obviously trying to keep it straight, nice and tidy.
Apologies, it is Tshepo Ntuli. That one just attempting to go down on the sweep. Sweep not really utilized by the Northern Cape Heat.
Interesting there from Erlang. Not shy to go down the crease, down the wicket, so early on in the innings.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a rather measured approach to this chase. Make sure they don't lose early wickets. Rotation of strikes seeming to be the name of the game, as that's been pushed down to the long off fielder.
That's as safe a run as you can get there from Kumalo. Yeah, you're right, Dougie. A measured approach is the way to go, yeah. It's not quite a big total. Going along nicely. There is going to be that occasional bad ball for them to punish.
Just a few fielding changes here for the final delivery of the over. Oh, he's bowled him! Oh, he's angled that one in. Erlang rocking back and completely miscuing it.
Brilliant captaincy there. Great partnership between the bowler and the captain. With that fielder moving off to point, Erlang saw a gap in the leg side. Ball coming straight, tries to force it to the leg side.
Just seemed to take on a delivery that continued on straight, angling into him and clipping the top of it, leg stump. Really well bowled, and slight bit of early pressure on the Tuskers batting unit now, as the new man to the crease. Andile Mokakane. He's coming a little earlier than he would have liked. 2 overs gone. The score is 9 for 1.
Almost an identical start here for the two teams in the batting innings. The Heat with slightly more runs, but losing a wicket in the first 2 overs.
Gengesi, my question to you is, which change room would you rather be in at this stage?
Oh, definitely the Northern Cape Heat at the moment. Definitely the Northern Cape Heat, because they trust their bowlers.
It's a real clash of titans here. Both of these teams really featuring in the Division 2. First ball being worked into the leg side there. Both of these teams real capable of holding their own in Division 2, and you know, they wouldn't be in these semi-finals if they weren't capable. So as much as you get Northern Cape Heat side of it, if you're a Tuskers fan, you're probably thinking T20 cricket, you know your target. You'd probably back your batting lineup. I think it's just so evenly poised at this stage.
Yeah, that's true, Dougie. It's also important to see if maybe the Tuskers batters, how they've been doing in the group stages. Players like Anle Mokakane, players with class.
Yeah, I think for the Tuskers specifically, they were playing at home in Pietermaritzburg for the group stages, so there was an element of advantage to that, and now having to travel across the country down to the city of Gqeberha, and completely different conditions out here. So how they adjust will be key. They did consider the second run there, but deciding against it.
Tidy start for Van Rensburg. Did straight down the leg side in the final ball of the last over.
Shy attempt here. It was a risky run, that one. Hands on heads as the ball races away to the boundary. 5 runs added to the total. And it was a two-sided coin, that one. The direct hit comes in, it's probably a wicket. And unfortunately conceding the extra 4 runs with that.
It's a game of risk and reward. The batting side, the Tuskers, choosing to take on the fielder there for just 1 run, but getting away with 5. Good ball. Good ball from Van Rensburg. The Northern Cape Heat here will be needing regular wickets or wickets at regular intervals.
Yeah, we saw in the Northern Cape Heat innings how partnerships can really stabilize an innings. This time, first sign of aggression, he's driven it down the ground. I think the onus will be on the batters to build partnerships. Those 2 partnerships in the Heat innings, with Grant Thompson being the catalyst, really, help them build to a score that is defendable. And as a Tuskers chasing unit, you'll be looking to replicate that and make sure that there's at least one and probably hitting the ground.
Yeah, my thoughts exactly. Hit the ground there. Mokhagane trying to utilize the power play. The fielding restrictions, yeah. Wide open.
It's just advanced down the track. You mentioned a real important point, the power play. It's it's always been a measured approach in the power play until recent years, where batters tend to try and take advantage. Maybe lured into some false stroke play. Not really a delivery to go down on one knee and sweep across the line. Bit of a dangerous shot to play.
He seemed to have premeditated that shot, Doug, because that was the ball that perhaps he could have hit over the fielders in the circle on the offside.
And this time executing much better. Great fielding effort out in the deep, sliding in to stop the ball and saving a sure boundary. That's very well executed. That's the shot, but that one pitching up a little further. Maybe not keen on going inside out, playing against the spin. Another huge appeal.
Great over there from Tsepo Ntuli. Good figures there for the young man.
It's brilliant figures. 2 overs bowled, 1 for 4. And I think what's really doing it is he's generating so much drift in the air and making it really hard for the batters to pick. So really good start for Northern Cape Heat. 19 for 1 after 4.
Change in bowling, yeah.
And that is a wicket. First ball of the 5th over.
Brilliant line there. Nothing the batsman could do. Absolutely nothing the batsman could do there. Coming into the attack. No need for any looseness.
And wicket number 2 falling at a vital stage here as Tuskers were looking to rebuild after the early breakthrough. And new batter striding out to the crease. Bowler Terre Blanche just catching the outside edge. And was a really good back of a length delivery, just maybe a little bit of movement off the pitch and catching the edge of the bat. New man to the crease, Shackleton.
No fun.
No foul.
Apologies, just getting confirmation on the new batter at the crease. It's Norfell, left arm spinner for the Tuskers. Oh, first ball is rocked back onto the back foot and ball flying away to the boundary. Norfell not wasting any time here.
Perhaps that's the shot that Kumalo should have played, because the ball that dismissed him wasn't that quick, but he was trying the conservative approach.
Oh, he's just timed that to absolute perfection. Wonder if it's a sign of things to come. Oh, and this time he's gone down the ground. Just echoes of shots through the ground as that was played. Brilliantly executed, just leaning forward onto it. And really quick outfield here at Buffalo Park.
What was important there, Doug, was the balance. As he leaned into the stroke, he was very balanced. Didn't lose his head. Played the ball right under his eyes.
It's two brilliant strokes in a row. Yeah, that might be the sign that the message has come out from the coach that they'll be looking to aggress a little bit more. As much as the measured approach was ideal to start with, 2 early wickets, it's just generating a bit of pressure on themselves and time for a bit of a counter punch.
Yeah, and a player like Malcolm Norfall, it's a perfect player to do that for you. Selfless player, experienced for these AET Tuskers, has a good understanding with Mukhakane.
If I'm not mistaken, Mukhakane only came through to the Tuskers this season, so finding his feet, and be interesting to see how he fares against the Blanche. Just worked into the leg side. It's a dot ball to end the 5th over, 28 for 2.
Despite the loss of the first 2 wickets, the AET Tuskers won't be too unhappy with everything that's going on right now with the state of the game, because they have the advantage of knowing the score that they're chasing.
Cameraman just showing us what a beautiful day it is here at Buffalo Park. Wind starting to pick up, which might make conditions a little bit more trying, but not a cloud in the sky, and really looking forward to the action this weekend. And Tuli to continue. Why would you take him off?
Great fielding there from Thompson. It's important that the fielders for the Heat keep that standard. because you saw towards the back end of the Heat innings, the Tuskers seem to lose their way, the pressure, the quick runs. The quick runs that the Northern Cape Heat were taking led to some misfields there.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's such an important part of the game is putting pressure on the bowlers through constantly rotating strike, making them change up their lines and their lengths, and the left-hand, right-hand combination will also, constantly having to change your lines. It really is a partnership now which the Tuskers can use to build on for their chase. Oh, real sprawling effort. Ball's just gone over Thompson's head out into the deep, and real excitement in the middle and from my side as well. It would have been an absolute specky of a catch.
Oh, Thompson trying one for Gallo images there.
This time sweeping it out into the leg side with cries of catch it. The fielder does come around to collect. They do come back for two. This is that running, turning those ones into twos. And if they can just move up to about 8 and over consistently, it will aid their chase. It's another dot ball.
It's the end of the over and the end of the power play.
33 for 2. I mean, it's been a topsy-turvy power play, but Northern Cape Heat will be quite happy for the 2 wickets that they did manage to take, restricting to the Tuskers to just 6.5 to the over.
The Heat bowlers not really giving away any freebies there in the power play.
Sorry, apologies. I just want to rectify 5.5 to the overs, less than a run a ball.
Ernest Kim, some left arm spin.
Norfell's been really confident against the seam attack so far. I'll be curious to know if he's going to take on the spin just as much. Oh, he's pushed it into the leg side quite aerially. And
it will be interesting to find out if the batters will be looking to play any reverse sweeps. Oh, sloppy backing up there from the Northern Cape Heat. That's 5 runs now, coming from a lack of backing up.
yeah, it's at this level, we really can't afford to be giving away runs like that. Whereas the first shy was, chance at a wicket, but that one just seemed like an unnecessary run to give away. Deciding to stick to his around the wicket line to the left-hander, probably trying to induce that LBW. Oh, he's just under-edged that, mistiming it completely, as just not timing it as well as he would want to.
Slight fielding change here, leaving the entire mid-off and mid-wicket area vacant.
And it's gone exactly there, down to like a cow corner region as they come through for a single. It's been really tidy bowling so far. recall any extras either being given away so far.
Yeah, some unforced. There was a boundary there in the first over off the legs.
Oh, yeah. That's the final ball of the 7th over. Mokakane on 8 of 14. He'll be looking to accelerate as he goes along. He's come down the track, he's mistimed it, and it's gone straight to the point fielder. As I mentioned, the attempted acceleration, he wasn't looking too comfortable, and advancing down the track, catching the outside half of the bat, and getting himself caught.
It's exactly as you mentioned it, Doug. The pressure getting to Mokakane. The young man losing his wicket there. As Doug leaves us in the commentary area with Ongs coming in. Ongs, how's it, buddy?
Inhliziyo yami iyachothoza xa ndibukela abafana abasePietermaritzburg beqhuba kanje. Emveni kokuba ibhola zabo ziqhube kakuhle kakhulu ngalentsasa yanamhlanje. Yabona ukuba engathi bayayekelela kancinci.
Yeah, the Northern Cape Heat bowling effort has been brilliant so far. The Tuskers bowlers will be disappointed because it seems as if the batters are letting it go exactly the same way as it did in the first innings.
Sithembe ke kuba nabo bazaba nayo ipartnership ebuyelelana nale ka Grant Thompson no Phil Yoon.
Yeah, that's what the Grant Morgan, is it?
Thompson, Grant Morgan coach.
Yeah, that's what Grant Morgan, the coach, will be hoping for here. As we see a bowling change from the Northern Cape Heat. Khasmeni. Brilliant fielding there from Grant Thompson. The experienced man leading by example in the field here.
Ndote sefomini fana kanofala yabonakala nangohlobo edlale ngalo la shot. Onakala into yokuba sefomini kakhulu yakhumbula ke kule veki pheleyo into yoba fumana aba 50 babini kweza matches ezintathu bazidlalileyo ePietermaritzburg. Shot yendoda sefomini leya. Asike sibone into yokuba uzalithwala na eliqela njengoba beleqa la 143. Chiphuza lo bhola yanga kude kodwa wicket keeper iqokelela.
He missed out there. The ball was short and wide. Was there to hit. Khasmeni still trying to find his preferred line. Haven't seen any high catches here today. Great shot. Makes full use of it this time. First one was a chancer, missed out. Second one, he says, thank you, sir.
Dlalele phezulu kodwa la bhola.
Skies it. Skies it. But it gets enough power on the ball to make sure it goes over mid-off. Landsberg was in the game there for a split second. Khasmani perhaps bowling a bit too short. You wonder if it's a tactic. And that shot prompts a fielding change. Landsberg goes to the long on boundary there.
Sepuza wayibamba ngasemva. Wicket keeper bowle kahle kakhulu umfana kaGhasemeni lo bhola. Fumana uthindi wokuqala namhlanje umfana kaGhasemeni. Ncanca la off stump. Beka nje endaweni enhle. Umfana kaGhasemeni. Qhube kahle kakhulu ke wicket keeper ngasemva. Qinisekisa into yokuba yahlala esandleni le yayibhola. Luzo Nyuthindi ke phulukana noNyuthindi qela le Tuskers ingathi izawuqweqwediswa iphele kangoku le match. Hlobo enibona ngalo Tuskers ingathi ziyasokola.
I asked before he bowled that ball whether it was a tactic that he was trying to employ there, Khasmani. Bowling short, and then pitching it up. Because he seemed to not use his feet as well as he wanted to there. Hughes didn't seem to use his feet as well as he wanted to there.
Tien Kukamur ndoda ehleliyo kakhulu eGqeberha. Dlala kahle kakhulu ke lo mfana ke sibone into yoba uza kwenza njani namhlanje. Khasemini mlindile. Hlale pha kula length nakula line. Kosidingo salami shot ayibholayo.
Tries to work it down. Bowls another short ball there, Khasmani. The one good ball that he bowled in this over was the one he got the wicket with. Fairly successful over. It's a good point that you brought up there, Ongs. Seems like the Northern Cape Heat trying to wrap this game up pretty quickly. 4 wickets in the first 8 overs. Run rate still below 6.
Baleke kakhulu le partnership. Ngokuba ngowogqibela kaloku umfana oqhoqayo umfana kaKukamur kula line up yeTuskers. Baphulukana noThinti apha. Yaba nzima kakhulu. Tyhala nje kakuhle lo bhola umfana kaKukamur. Thalela kwalongo fumana umtsi nje omnye. Funa ubona into yokubana baza kwenza njani kanye kanye. Cofela nje kakuhle ufana kaNofalo lo bhola leyo. Funa ubona ukubana baza kwenza njani kufuneka bekhile umfana kaNofalo noKukamur.
Was a point there, good shot. Great fielding there from Blanche, putting the batters under pressure, making sure the batters didn't turn back for a second run.
Kukamur. Fumana umnqongo kwakhona.
It was going to be interesting before they lost their 4th wicket there to see if the Tuskers were going to try and play any reverse sweeps, since their third man and fine leg are in the circle. And it's pretty risky to play the ball down the ground, looking for boundaries. Just not sure if Kukamur and Nofal are those kinds of players. I don't know what you think, Ongs. Do you think they can perhaps play around with the ball, manipulate it a bit, look for fours?
Fumana nye umnqongo fana kaKukamur yawunyanzeleke into yokubana bazikhuphe eza shots la madoda amabini. Kodwa ke eyona nto siyibonileyo kwi-innings ze-hit into yoba ukhona umvuzo ekulindeni. Ungancami, thatha ixesha lakho. Wazi into yokubana xa sesifikelele phaa kweza overs zokugqibela uzawuthatha uxanduva.
Unyanisile abafana be-hit khange bangxame noko, baye bathi chu ncimbiyane bebetha umtsi omnye imitsi emibini ngebhola, yade yazivelela ibhola embi ayohlwaye ke umfana, ingakumbi umfana wakwaThompson uGrant.
Khasimane getting ready to bowl his second over. Bowls it wide down the leg side. Not a very good start from Khasimini. Took a crucial wicket in his first over.
Khasimini umfana kumjikelo wakhe wokuqala uye wakuthanda ubhola ibhola ezimfutshane nje noko.
There's something on this wicket. There's still a lot for the bowlers in this wicket, especially when they bowl. There's something to work with here for the bowlers, as we've seen in the previous over from Khasimini. The only ball that he bowled at that length, at that good length, foolish length, they did get a wicket. So it's going to be very, very important for Khasimini to keep hitting that length. There's nothing there on those short balls.
Indlela le abacholi bayo iNorthern Cape Heat ababekwe ngayo apha ebaleni itsho ithi uKhasimeni makabhola ibhola ezimfutshane, kodwa ke awuyazi noba kungaba kutheni mhlawumbi ikhona lento bayibonileyo kwelo cebo, ngoba ukuba la mfana angayichana kakuhle la bhola ezibhola zifikileyo noko. Nangwa Mthola walithatha kakuhle umfana, wayiganga kamnandi man, wayenza lula into embi, into enzima. Uzamile umfana, uzamile uNofal.
And they keep losing wickets again, the Tuskers.
Abafana beNorthern Cape Heat abaqhelanga ulwandle bafuna igqiba msinya le match, bafuna uyobona ulwandle lwaseBuffalo Park, ulwandle lwaseMonti.
Another fuller delivery there for Khasimini, getting the rewards for that fuller length, even though it's a mistimed shot from Norfolk. And you gotta feel it's game over for the Tuskers, but we'll see. They still have Alindile Mhletjwa in that lineup, and we know is quite handy with the bat as well. And since in the first innings it didn't do very well with the ball, he's got another opportunity to prove himself.
into kuyo nyana bendibawela ke ndithe ndalibona bendibawela ubona ukubana ibhola ebethelwe phezulu ingaba izothathwa njani na ngoba kule veki phelileyo abafana be-Northern Cape Heat bengathi abaqhelananga nendlela umoya walapha eMonti ohamba ngayo umoya wasecaleni kolwandle ibe yabaxaka bonke ngokuyabonakala uba noko iyazanywa nje bayisebenza bayincokola bafika ke nalapha ebaleni bayizama ingathi isebenzile ingaba lithini ngokwecebo le Tuskers izawuba sanceda lento yokubana bazame noko ukuzicenga okanye kufuneke indoda iyazi uba ibhola iyayibetha iyoxela kumamayo
andiqondi izawusebenza lo cebo xa ndijonge fumana umnqongo apho
ndibuza nje uRhasmeni ayikabukeki ngathi uyichana apho afuna uyichana khona le bhola uyibeka apho afuna uyichana khona kodwa umane efumana othinti ngoku ke uye uzibuza uba ingaba mhlawumbi bangathi bamthathe bazama umthatha bafana bethakaza ibhola ezinjeyana umzekelo ubunolindela uba ahlale nje apha kuye eChrisini athi ndiza kuchola ndikubethe ngapha ko-mid off ngoba xa ungajonganga elaa cala lo thinti abawileyo laa mitsi bashota ngayo neebhola zishiyekileyo ziyafikeleleka noko
ingakumbi kweli xesha siphila kulo le T20 siyayazi into yokuba xa bedinga imitsi esibhozo nge-over yinto noko leyo engenzeka kodwa ke ingathi banintsi abathendi baphulukene nabo sebenzanga elo qhinga kaRitkhat zama ke noko ubakhupha le mitsi kodwa ke kunzima nantso i-reverse sweep bethela straight emntwini
wenze kakuhle kodwa uRitkhat phaa uba makazame udlala laa mdlalo ngoba izawubenza bafune ucinga it's a good shot there good option actually from Ritkhat because there it is right now prompting a fielding change from the Northern Cape Heat because they know there's danger there's potential danger in playing that shot playing the ball behind square perhaps Kim will look to be taking some pace off the ball there so that shot is not a good option, a viable option to score any runs for the Tuskers.
nyanisile ndubeka umntu phaa ukhalaze wabeka umntu emveni uba kuphumela short qinisekisa into yokuba nakho mitsi iphumayo phaa noba uyibethela phezulu ifikele emntwini
There they go, changing the field again for Kukamur. Perhaps they know something.
womhle kukamuri kula milenze inga vale mba iminyango kunzima kwabafana beTuskers
Northern Cape Heat won't have a problem with Ritkhat playing those ones there in the leg side. They just closed that option for him to play that reverse sweep.
kubekho esa scoreboard pressure
You feel that something big needs to come here? A risk needs to be taken. Hit over a fielder on the boundary. And that's the end of the over. The score is 57 for 5 after 11 overs. The required run rate is skyrocketed to 9.6 per over. Something big needs to come here for the AET Tuskers.
Captain we Northern Cape here to Cam uyabona into yokubana Khasimeni uze kakubi namhlanje. Qinisekisa into yokuba umnika zonke over zakhe. Over yakhe yesithathu namhlanje fana ka Khasimeni. Lothinta babini kwi-over zakhe zokuqala zimbini. Funeka benze into abafana be-Tuskers eyahlukileyo ukuqinisekisa into yokuba esa scoreboard asimanga ndawoninye tu.
Kokamor looks like a pretty powerful batsman. He needs to take it on now. Needs to find a way to play the ball down the ground. Boundaries are needed. Great ball there from Khasimeni. Keeping it tight on the legs, knowing he has protection there on the boundary.
Funeka ibe khona into abayenzayo abafana be-Tuskers. Nangona kungelula Khasimeni akabaniki kwa bhola yimbi kule over. Funeka ibe khona into eyahlukileyo abayenzayo. Nango nyumnqongo. Komahluko omkhulu uzawenza nawe bebuya for isibini.
Good running there from Ridgard.
Uthi lomdlalo ufikile.
You're right, Ongs. Some innovation is needed here. Some innovative shots.
And uhlobo endibona ngalo ingathi la madoda amabini engomadoda akwazi ubetha ibhola kakhulu. Yambona naye uKM into yokuba uCaptain lo weNorthern Cape uba uyibone kudala lonto. Homework bayenzile.
Yeah, when you look at the field placing, you know that's true because he's basically asking the batters here to take the bowler on, hit him over his own head, of which the batters don't look like they're quite keen on doing that. Want to play square of the wicket.
Uthi santye mfana kaKhasimeni. Bonakala abaqhoki bobabini into ba bangabaqhoki abathanda isantye ephinini. Fine leg, third man. Deep square leg, cow corner. Deep point basemalaphini. Khobantu emalaphini apha ngaphambili. Hlele sekileni mid off no mid on. Yabaxelela uKhem into yokuba madoda yizani bethani ngapha kwenhloko zabo.
Finally coming into the circle here.
Konke zayenza lamnqongo.
That's very interesting. Running there from Ridgard. He never looked back, so you can't really tell if he was obstructing the ball or not. The umpires are discussing it.
Kodwa ubalekele kuyo straight la ball.
Strategic running there from Ridgard. Strategic. But you're right, Ongs, these twos are not going to help them much. You have to wonder in these situations if they do have a batsman that's more powerful, waiting in the wings, if a wicket would do them any good. The Tuskers I'm talking about.
Kumfana ka Ridgard yazama khawulela uKhasimeni fumana umnqongo fana ka Redgard.
With 12 overs gone, score is on 63 for 5 wickets. 10 runs and over needed now. You feel that something big needs to happen for the AET Tuskers. You have to wonder if the men who are in the middle right now are the ones to do it.
Iyinyuka la ndaba. Kufuneka beyiqabela abafana beTuskers. Bowla kakuhle kakhulu lamadoda amabini. Captain uKem ehamba noGasimini. Komenko.
Brilliant figures for the captain Kim. 3 overs, 11 runs for 1 wicket. Been bowling according to his plan. He understands the game more than most of the players on the field. Chips it up into the air. Does Redgard. Falls safely though.
Bowla kahle kakhulu mfana kaKem. Ukhumbule ke nomfoza naye. Fana itswebaye ibhola naye apha kwezi Tuskers. Naye bowle kahle kakhulu namhlanje. Kathi le wicket yabavumela abafana batsweba ibhola.
Yeah, I think the Northern Cape Heat have a better understanding of the wicket here at Buffalo Park and the conditions because they've been here for the past 2 weeks now. Whereas as you had mentioned before, the Tuskers had been playing at home, inland. So, good shot, only for 1 again. Not really much power.
Ata Makhanuka ati, the writing is on the wall. Phulukana nawo lo mdlalo abafana beTuskers.
There's no net run rate here that you need to watch out. You can't just allow yourself to lose the game like this. The Tuskers need to take risks. They need to create their own opportunities, advance down the wicket, move across the crease, across the stumps, make something happen for yourself.
Lenda yenzayo mfana kaKem noGasimini into ba andizonenzela lula. Ukuba ufuna imithi yenze ngokwakho yenzeke. Wathi uyagoduka ndoda. Semi-final yokuqala. Kule tumente ye-CSA T20 knockout. Phakathi kwamaqela amabini. AET Tuskers and Northern Cape Heat.
The captain there, Ernest Kim, finishes with 4 overs, 16 runs and 1 wicket. 18 runs and 16 runs, 1 wicket. Brilliant spell there. Leading by example, leading from the front. He'll be expecting his remaining bowlers. He'll be expecting his remaining bowlers to finish it off here. As you've been saying, Ongs, looks like the writing's on the wall here. Ntuli coming back for his final over. Also bowled brilliantly.
Jonga za dot balls. 14 le dot balls. Kwibhola ezilishumi elinesibhozo azibholileyo namhlanje mfana kaTsepontuli. Khumbule ke into ba ngumfana bepha eGauteng edlalela iLions kule season iphelileyo. Fana namava dlalile kakhulu mfana kaTsepontuli. Chephuza lo bhola ya straight kwa third man olapha esekeleni. Bonile uKhem into yokuba eyona nto funeka ndiyenzile apha into yoba ndisuse isantya ebholeni njengoba ebuyisa uTsepontuli nje yasebenza eliqhinga nzima kakhulu for lamadoda amabini kuKamori noRedgard into yokuba bafumana imitsi ngokukhawulezileyo.
It would be interesting to see how many boundaries they've scored in the past 3 to 4 overs. But I'm pretty sure it's not that many. And someone needs to take a risk again, yeah. Oh, as I was saying, as I was asking about the boundaries, a fortunate one. It was his intention, but he didn't mean to hit it that fine. Really just a nick.
Ebelindile into yobana la bhola mayijike. Kanti utsepontulo bhola lana kuthiwa yi-arm ball. Hamba nje straight kakuhle. Yona ndimchanileyo ke le.
You can't say it releases the pressure there, but it does a world of good for the AET Tuskers.
Nabo beyiba. Bayawuba lo awumthi. Sebenzile mfana ka Richard kwa non strike ukuyibona into yokuba uyaphuma umnqongo apha.
Still brilliant captaincy there from Kim.
Yamcela uTsepontuli yamcela. Qothela umdlala levumi. Phezulu kodwa la bhola. Ngeke uyithi kanti ba ibizawubetha izinti.
Yeah, that was way over. Kim, just as he did of his own bowling, keeping that short third man and fine backward point or gully in there for just to make sure that when the Tuskers play that reverse sweep, there's always someone there. So far, that reverse sweep has only yielded 2 runs for the AET Tuskers. Now a new bowler coming into the attack.
So sesantya fana ka Cam. So sesantya ebholeni. Lensberg athi uzabhola leg spin namhlanje. Funeka wenze into ehlukileyo mfana ka Kokamori kulo wicket.
First ball up from Landsberg. Easy run there for the Tuskers. Seem to drag it down the wicket, but he has cover there. It will be interesting to see if he can find early control here, Landsberg. Tries to play the reverse sweep. Misses the ball completely. Two boundaries in the past 2 overs now. Well played from Richard.
Chayela nje kakuhle mfana ka Richard. Kodwa khona umuntu pha kula boundary. Mfana ka Cam uyaqinisekisa into yokuba ibowler zakhe uyazikhusela. Bowler ka Landsberg. Bowler field yakhe lena ucaptain wakhe ayifunayo.
Good running there from Kukamur. Put the ball right into the open space. Khasmeni tried his best. Couldn't get to the ball quick enough.
Yayibona ne dugout ye Tuskers into yoba iyabapavela ngoba bayaqonda into yokuba xesha lemkile bafana be Tuskers funeka kubethwe ibhola ngo.
As much as the Northern Cape Heat are in a better position, as much as the Northern plays well there. As much as the Northern Cape Heat are in a better position, they'll be wanting to break this partnership because it's coming along nicely now, 29 runs. 60 runs left. The fielders are shocked there that the umpire didn't give that one out. The wicket keeper asking for a referral there.
Elisho lomhluzi amanqina. Kholondo apha.
After 15 overs, the Northern Cape Heat were on 87. 87 for 3. They had more wickets in hand, more batters still to come. The AET Tuskers are on 83 for 5. It's important to note that the Northern Cape Heat had brilliant acceleration there towards the back end of their innings in the final 5 overs.
Lento bafana beTuskers bayidingayo. Badinga indoda ezawubetha ibhola ezawungena ngaphansi kwayo iqabelise ngapha kwamalapho. Jongile nje lamadoda amabini iyaxakeka ukwenza lonto leyo. Bhola emfutshane ibetha kakuhle fana ka Redgard. Manqine enkomo lawo. Kukamur Xebe. Yayibona la dugout yeTuskers into yoba iyavuya.
Khasmeni hasn't really been punished for bowling those short balls. It's the first time it's happening here, and it prompts a quick fielding change from Kim, taking that man from backward square to deep backward square. Misses out there. Kukamur needs to be playing that ball straight down the ground. Seems to be aiming for cow corner.
Lindele la bhola emfutshane. Jonge field le. Lindele la bhola emfutshane kodwa ke Khasemini akayibeka pha. Qabezela kakuhle uKhasemini xa ujonga uhlobo beqale ngalo ispell sakhe. Khobuhlungu pha ngumnqongo nje. Khasemini ubhola kakuhle kakhulu.
It's very tight now for the Northern Cape Heat. For the AET Tuskers rather. They need to take more chances, take more risks. Still trying that lap. Because the fielders, the fine Legia was inside the circle. Not really trusting himself there, Redgard, with hitting the ball over the batsman, over the fielders on the boundary here. Trying to manipulate the pace of the ball. Khasmeni was wise to that. Oh, that's very close. Very close. Very, very close. Khasmeni comes back into the attack. Breaks this partnership. Removes the dangerous looking Kukamur. And now you have to wonder if that's the end of the match. You have to wonder if the Tuskers still have hope.
Bhola kahle kakhulu la bhola mfana wa kaKhasemini. Bowler straight. Wangqutya ndiyangena ndanga. Ayikhaba umfana kaKukamura.
I'm going to have to ask you again, Ongs. When he bowls short and short and short and then pitches one up full and straight, is it really a tactic from Khasmeni? Maybe sacrificing a boundary or two in one of his overs?
Bonakala njalo. Ngokuba okwesithathu ngokusenza lento. Ufumana ukuthi ustindi wakhe wesithathu. Abonakala into yoba yindoda ecingayo mfana kaKhasemini. Uzichanile naye mfana kaKukamura ngokuqabela ngapha ku-off stump. Ngoba uKhasemini ibeke straight. wayingqutya komfana kaKukamura wanyola umpire.
You have to question the tactics there from Kokamur because the leg side was very, very well covered there.
Lola qinezelelo le-scoreboard mile phaa i-scoreboard nyanzeleke into yokuba la madoda eTuskers enze lukhulu ngoba le game baphulukana nayo ndijongile nje mitsi ngama-58 kwiibhola ezingama-25 rhasimini igqibezela ndoda bowule kakuhle kakhulu othinta abathathu ekhuphe imitsi engama-23.
Drops it! He drops it. Sepontuli drops it. Keith Dudgeon, first ball up. Tries to hit the ball over mid-wicket. Really messing up the figures there of Khasmini. Would have had 4 wickets for 23 runs. Instead he has 27 runs. He's gone for over 6 runs and over. He won't be happy there.
ayilekanga laa nto ayenzayo umfana kaNtuli.
Looked a bit too casual there on the ball, Sepontuli.
beka phansi umfana kaTsepontuli.
He'd-
Ebonakala ke ba umfana kaKeith Dudgeon uzicelele into yoba anzange uzohlala noesidingayo uqabulisa ibhola ngapha kwamalapha ndiza kwenza loo nto overs zine ezishiyekileyo kulo mdlalo.
He actually worked that ball quite nicely to exactly where he wanted to place it. It's just that Sepontuli covered the ground there. Quite looks like he has some power, Keith Dudgeon.
Bethunqo bahambe wicket keeper phumile mfana kaRichard bowule kakuhle kakhulu.
Van Rensburg. Double whammy there. The AET Tuskers losing both their set batters within the space of 3 balls, and you have to wonder now. The match isn't really much of a match anymore.
Timanga kakuhle tu mfana kaRichard la bhola. Timanga kakuhle tu. Lolu axinizelelo esa scoreboard. Kodwa nayo zame sekulate.
Richard,
Umdlalo somkile. Alindile Mhletywa. Ke sibone ndoda into yokuba uzasenzela imagic sina namhlanje. Usiphathele ntoni namhlanje ngephini. Ndoda netalente. Dlale kakhulu ke kwelibala mfana ka Alindile Mhletywa. Yazazi kona. Sibona amavaka ezayiphathela ntoni team ye iqela le-AET Tuskers namhlanje.
yeah, Alindile Mhletywa coming in now. Didn't really have the best of times when he was bowling. Time to redeem himself. $50 runs needed of 23 balls. Ones and twos won't help that much.
Phinda baba umbomnye umtsipha umnqongo. Timanga kakuhle tu la bhola Alindile. Behlela straight emntwini. Kona umuntu ophoka mid off. Udisa fana ka Van Rensburg. Udisa eliqela le Tuskers.
Tuskers need to die trying here. Need some respectability on the scoreboard. Good ball. Good ball from Van Rensburg. The Tuskers really need to take on the boundary fielders now.
Phephuze nayo leni ibhola mfana ka Keith Dajon. Fine leg uhleli kwa 45. Qabela ngapha kwamalapho manqine enkomo.
They need more of this. The AET Tuskers. You can see when you're looking at their dugout, they're still interested in this game. They haven't given up hope.
Bhola kakuhle kakhulu Van Rensburg namhlanje. Bethe kakuhle kodwa akukho umuntu pha. Phuma nje umnqongo.
Great fielding there. Making sure that the batters didn't turn back for 2. They need 40 of 3 overs. They need 2 boundaries and over here. No more dot balls for the AET Tuskers.
Yanyuka landaba. Yanyuka landaba. Bukeka kunzima kakhulu ke Tuskers. Ngathi baphelelwa ngamacebo.
Teblanche, Romano Teblanche coming back into the attack.
Extra cover. Semalaphini. Phuma no third man usemalaphini kwa yena.
With 3 overs to go, you've got Landsberg with 3 overs left. You got Teblanche and you got Van Rensburg. You have to wonder here if the Tuskers made it back. Keith Dudgeon, brilliant running there. The throw from the boundary from the Northern Cape fielder wasn't as good as it was needed. You have to wonder if they're gonna have one of the 3 bowlers left, if they're gonna target one of them or they're just gonna try to hit throughout.
Kondothi vusayo apha kwaba kwezi bowlers ze Northern Cape hit. Kondothi vusayo tu.
Or Romano.
Bathi uyaziyele koyindoda uhambe nesiphathi sakho.
Romano Teblanche proving your point there. Brilliant Yorker, wide Yorker.
Qinisekile kodwa Van Rensburg uzawugqibezela.
Yeah, that seems like a good plan.
No Romano lo naye. Nobuya ubhola yokugqibela over. Ba iTuskers isifikile bof lo over yokugqibela.
Oh, where's that one? Alindile Mhletywa. It's going to be so in the... Oh, I feel it. He's feeling it. He's feeling it.
Chembanjeni ibhola kahle kakhulu umfana kaRomani. Ingathi kunzima uyibona man. Xa etshintshayo isantya sakhe ibhola xa iphuma phe esandleni. Ayibonanga tu umfana kaMhletywa la bhola imbethe mbanjeni.
Brilliantly disguised slower ball there from Romano Teblanche. It's a great asset to have in T20 cricket, especially here in the death overs.
Fumana umnqongo apho Keith Dajon. Zonceda tu lo nto leyo. Cacile kuba le wicket ifuna abantu abazawususa isantya ebholini. Ndoda mayizisebenzele. Umqhuqi lo makasebenzele imithi yakhe. Funa amandla, ba unamandla. Njengabaqhoki beTuskers. Ingathi kuzabanzima for wena. Betha straight kuyo uTeblanche. Kwazile nje ukhusela ubuso bakhe.
He bludgeoned that Alindile Mhletywa.
Yaziphindezela. Angibethe mbambeni ngakubethe ebusweni. Kanti uhleli ufana kaRomano noTeblanche.
That's as good a timing as there has been in these innings for the Tuskers.
cephuza kodwa ukhona umuntu ngasemva emalaphini kwa third man ule kahle kakhulu Romano le over
6 runs from that over from Romano to Blanche. Exactly what the Northern Cape Heat needed. It's a great bowling outfit that the Northern Cape Heat have. Composed bowlers. They were not defending a really big score. But their captain Kim had full trust in them.
basebenzele into yokubana abafana beNorthern Cape ithi kanti badlale apha imidlalo yabo kleve kupheleyo nangona bedlala umdlalo omnye basebenzele kodwa kuba bayibonile into yoba le wicket isebenza njani mahluko phakathi kwala maqela amabini lonto.
Yeah, I just think that the Northern Cape Heat have been brilliant when it comes to figuring out the right times to bowl pace and to bowl spin, of which the Tuskers didn't really have that that advantage. Because I'm
Pole mfutshane amana umnqongo nje omnye mfana ka Keith koma hloko uzawenza tu shaka ibhola zilishumi mitse lidingwayo liqela le AET Tuskers amashumi amathathu nesibini yanyuka le ndaba kakhulu for iTuskers udisi mfana ka Van Rensburg qinisekisa into ba komenko
Mhletywa tries to take him on. He's going to be caught. Brilliant catch. Brilliant catch there from Tsepontuli. He dropped his sitter. He dropped his sitter not so long ago. Takes a brilliant one now.
and belifune elia befuna uliganga ngokwakhe ngoba umxelele omnye fielder loba yeke le kumze liganga.
Took responsibility there, Tsepontuli. The AET Tuskers in danger of being bowled out here. The chase never really got going for the Northern Cape, for the AET Tuskers. Lost wickets at regular intervals. Brilliant bowling from the Northern Cape Heat. Composed, measured.
Ngathi bayawudinga uHarshel Gibbs ukuze bakwazi unyuka le ndaba. Sima kakhulu kwiqela le Tuskers. Yawudana ke umqeqeshi wabo uGrant Morgan. Ngohlobo abaqhuqi bakhe baqhube ngalo namhlanje.
Yeah, because when it was the innings break, you would have felt like they were the ones who were happier.
Bola kahle kakhulu la bhola mfana ka Rensburg. Susisantya kuso.
Welcoming him in. Nicely there. They do say that the bowlers union is no more. It was good to see the new rules there being implemented by the umpires. Even though Alindile Mhletywa hit the ball into the air and they crossed, they had to come back. It had to be Tate. Oh, great shot. Great shot there from Dudgeon.
Lindele kakuhle lo bhola uDajon. Bhola emfutshane ku Van Rensburg enqabileyo ke phofu. Ibe inesantya. Dibanisa nophini kakuhle fana ka Dajon. Beka emalaphini, manqene enkomo lawo. Xhoseni sinentetho ethi usoze sisitulo sodaka. Kunzima ke ngokuthi soze iTuskers zikwazi unyuka le ndaba. Over yokugqibela eshekileyo minutes eyidingayo iTuskers ngamashumi amabini anesithandathu.
Romano
Shekela
to
nothinte
Blanche.
babini. Shekela nothinte babini. Qela le Tuskers.
Romano to Blanche to finish it off here for the Northern Cape Heat with 26 runs to defend. Not that much pressure on him. Keith Dudgeon showing us glimpses of his power. He's on 20 now. He's got his eye in. Smacks it down the ground just for 1 run.
Sebenzile uTshepo Ntuli. Faka lo bhola ngokukhawuleza. Romano to Blanche. Bhola ezishekileyo zinhlanu. Balekile ke into ba abacudise kwakhona uqinisekise into kuba bayaya kwifinals ngomso.
Yeah, Romano to Blanche there. We'll be hoping to execute that low full toss. Oh, testing himself with the footwork there, Romano to Blanche. Missing the stumps. Would have been interesting to see if the batsman had made his ground or not. Enjoying themselves here in the field now. The Northern Cape Heat fielders.
Yabona ba imatch ngathi phelile umdlalo. Yabona ngathi bayayiwina. Lo mdlalo
4 sixes. Tries.
ngoqala u6.
Gets 1-6. Gets the first one. That's 1 down, 3 to go. Keith Dudgeon. Where's this pin?
Dlala kakuhle lo bhola ngapha kaLongoni. Fana ka Keith Dudgeon kudala sithi into ba abafana funeka benze into eyahlukileyo. Bhola zintathu ezishekileyo. Mitsi eyidingayo iTuskers. 18.
Come on, Dudgeon. Oh, brilliant bowling.
Bhola kahle kakhulu umfana ka Tele Blanche lo bhola leyo.
A slower ball, wide Yorker. Probably one of the hardest balls to execute here in cricket.
Hayi ngathi phelile.
Titani.
Ngathi phelile mndungu.
Brilliant bowling. Great comeback after the 6 here from Romano to Blanche. Slower ball Yorker, wide off the crease. A slower ball bouncer, wide off the crease. Keith Dudgeon not really looking to play any balls off to the offside.
Zokwenzela lula tu. Fana ka Dudgeon.
Castles him. He castles him to end the innings. Ends the innings in style. Romano to Blanche.
Gebezela isipele sihle kakhulu umfana ka Tele Blanche. Phela umdlalo. Fana be Northern Cape Heat bawinile semifinal yokuqala namhlanje. Qhubeka kahle kakhulu abafana abajulayo be Northern Cape Heat. Ngoba besitsho sonke into kubana emveni kwesa first innings ukubala 143 bambekileyo pha ebhodini. Ingabuza kwanela na? Bonakala ke into ba iTuskers sokole kakhulu namhlanje ngenxa ye-bowling ye-Northern Cape Heat ebinhle kakhulu. Khosantya tu. Komntu wenze lo mntu lula tu.
Yeah, I did trust that the Northern Cape Heat bowlers would pull this off. I watched them last week and I saw that they were brilliant.
Ibaluleke kakhulu la partnership la madoda amabini oqala. Kodwa yona nto ndiyibonileyo mina ephucukileyo namhlanje kwezi innings zesibini luhlobo ayikhepnishe ngalo iteam yakhe uCam. Field placement zakhe top notch. Bowling changes zakhe top notch. Yabonakala ba indoda enamava. Indoda ecingayo. Udisile qela le Tuskers. Liyaphela ke lona ke uhambo lwabo apha. Kletumente ye CSA T20 knockout.
Are there any positives that the AET Tuskers can take from this?
Enoko Omfoza babhole kahle kakhulu. Qale kahle naye mfana ka Ilanka eqaleni ba kweza innings oqala. Noko uqeqesho wabo mfana Grant Morgan akanokhalaza kakhulu. Ninzi kakhulu neziphucukileyo iqela lakhe ezenzileyo Kletumente. Fana ka Andile Mogakane kule veki pheleyo naye wenze kahle kakhulu. Fana ka Malcolm Nofal wenze kahle kakhulu.
Was a great match for us to watch here. Very entertaining for the most part. The AET Tuskers in the end falling short. Valiant effort though.
18 runs. 17 runs.
Falling short by 17 runs. Will be interesting how things go in the second game between the SA under 19 outfit and the Eastern Cape Inyati.
Yena mdlalo lowo ujongwe ngamehla bomvu. Nabalandeli nabo abalapha baze uzokusupporta le team yeNyathi. Wathoda amakhulu. Jerry Nqolo, Marco Marey. Qwebisana nalamakrwala. SA under 19. Mdlalo landelayo ke babukeli kumdlalo weNyathi neSA under 19. Bonile ke kule veki pheleyo lamakrwala SA under 19 uqhuba kahle kwawo. Tyina kuno Vincent Barnes.
Yeah, the Eastern Cape hopefuls in the Division 2, hoping to take it all the way, having a home final. It's going to be an interesting watch.